be clear. Nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk, nobody. All that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like nobody. There should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. You understand what I'm saying? There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not. Let's be clear. I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is the same publicist that y'all use to push stories out. That's the same publicist that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this, I don't want to talk about that. That's it. It never happens. So when people are like, oh, they asked, you can say, don't talk about it. Because I would do that. If I didn't care, I'm like, I don't care what y'all ask me. I say what I want to say. I've been on that before. But when you really don't care, you really not about, you think people don't be trying to ask me stuff? And I'd be like, what? You understand? I just don't understand.
All right, let's slow this down and tell this story in a clear, simple, and natural way. Like someone sitting across from you and explaining everything step by step. This is not just about a rumor anymore. It has turned into a long, emotional, and very public situation that people all over the internet keep talking about. It all began quietly, the way many online stories do. A few comments here, a few posts there, and suddenly people started noticing something felt different. Claressa Shields and Papoose, who had been seen together for a while, were no longer posting the same kind of happy moments. There were fewer photos, fewer videos, and less interaction. Fans picked up on that right away. People online are very good at noticing small changes, even before the people involved say anything. Then Christmas came and went. Usually, holidays are a time when couples share pictures, family moments, or at least a short message to show they spent time together. This time, that did not happen. Instead of seeing Claressa and Papoose together, people started seeing posts that suggested Papoose was with his wife, Remy Ma, and their daughter. That one detail set everything off. The day after Christmas, social media was full of questions. People asked where Papoose really was. Some said he had chosen to be with his family. Others said he had spent time with his mother. A few claimed Claressa had been left alone again. Nobody knew the full truth, but everyone had an opinion. Claressa did not stay quiet for long. She jumped into the comments under one of her posts and corrected someone who said Papoose spent the holiday with Remy. She said he was with his mother and family, not his wife. She told the person they had the wrong information. That should have ended the conversation, but instead it made things even more confusing. Someone replied to her and pointed out something important. They said Remy was not an ex-wife. She was still the legal wife. The divorce had not been finalized. That one sentence changed the tone of the whole discussion. Suddenly, this was not just about where someone spent a holiday. It was about marriage, loyalty, and unfinished business. People started asking new questions. If Papoose was with his family, why was Claressa not there? If everything was fine between them, why did she not share a photo or a video to clear things up? The silence made people wonder even more. Around the same time, rumors began to spread about Papoose's mother. Some said she liked Claressa and had welcomed her into her home before. There were stories about her cooking a full meal for both of them and treating Claressa kindly. If that was true, then why was Claressa not part of the Christmas gathering? That question stayed in people's minds. While all of this was happening, Remy Ma suddenly went live on Instagram. There was no warning. One moment people were scrolling, and the next moment they saw her face on their screen. She looked calm, but her voice carried a sharp edge. Thousands of people joined the live within minutes. Remy said she was tired of seeing the story told in a way that made her look like the bad person. She said she had stayed quiet for a long time, but now she felt it was time to speak. As she talked, the comments moved so fast they were hard to read. Some people supported her. Others questioned her. Many were just shocked. She claimed Claressa was not being honest about her relationship with Papoose. According to Remy, Claressa had been talking to another man at the same time. Not just anyone, but someone connected to Papoose's circle. That one detail made people sit up and pay attention. Then Remy shared what she called proof. She showed screenshots of messages and played a short audio clip. The voice in the clip sounded relaxed, almost careless, like the person did not think anyone else would hear it. Remy paused the clip and looked straight into the camera. She said this was not about chasing attention. She said it was about truth and respect. The mood in the live changed. At first, people treated it like entertainment, but now it felt serious. It felt like watching something private fall apart in front of everyone. Not long after Remy ended her live, Papoose posted a video. He did not go live. He did not write a long message. He sat in his car and spoke softly. His voice sounded tired. He said he had stayed quiet because he hoped what he saw was not real. He admitted he had made mistakes. He said he took responsibility for his choices. But he also said what hurt the most was feeling like he was part of someone else's plan instead of being a real partner. People felt that. The video spread quickly. Even those who had been joking before stopped and listened. Many said they could hear the pain in his voice. Claressa stayed silent during all of this. She did not post a video. She did not go live. She did not write a long statement. That silence became another part of the story. Some people believed she did not know how to respond. Others thought she was taking time to think. As the hours passed, the internet did what it always does. People started digging. Old photos, past posts, and screenshots began to appear. Fans compared dates, locations, and captions. They tried to build a timeline of who was where and when. Every small detail turned into a theory. Later, Claressa finally posted a short message. She did not name anyone. She did not explain anything. She wrote about learning lessons and growing through heartbreak. Some people found that message honest and emotional. Others felt it avoided the real questions. Remy, on the other hand, posted a simple photo of herself enjoying a quiet moment. Her caption said she was unbothered. Many took that as a sign that she felt confident in what she had already shared. As the days went on, the story started to affect more than just feelings. Fans noticed that Claressa was no longer part of a brand campaign she had shared before. Her face was missing from a post that once included her. People began to talk about deals being paused and companies stepping back to avoid being tied to the drama. Papoose also pulled away. He stopped posting as much. He did not respond to interview requests. Some people said he canceled studio sessions and focused on himself instead. In the middle of all this, another small moment became a big topic. Claressa showed off a few designer bags online. She made it seem like Papoose had given them to her as a gift. At first it looked like a sweet gesture. But people remembered something. Just days before, Claressa had posted a video of herself inside a Louis Vuitton store, looking at the same bag styles. That timing made people raise their eyebrows. Comments started to appear. Some joked that she had bought the bags herself. Others said the story did not add up. Then Claressa shared receipts. People zoomed in and compared the items listed. Many claimed they could not find the bags on the receipt at all. That only added more questions. Some believed Papoose really did buy the gifts and that Claressa just did not post every receipt. Others felt the moment was meant to make things look better after the holiday drama. At this point, the story had grown far beyond the original rumor. It became a conversation about trust, image, and what it means to live your life in front of millions of people.
Shields is a very good example of how you can literally hand a man over. Take that hoe. Here, take him. You can literally let a woman have a man, and she will spend the rest of her relationship being obsessed with you because she has become obsessed with the idea of being chosen over you. So now it has turned into a strange obsession for you because she can't figure out why you're so at ease by walking away from a man that she is so madly in love with. And the only thing that'll give her an ego boost, a high from the fact that he chose her, is if she could get under your skin.
People online began sharing their own experiences. They talked about how hard it is to heal when everyone is watching. They spoke about how quickly opinions can change. One day, someone is the victim. The next day, they are the villain. For some, this story became a lesson. They said it showed why relationships in the public eye can be so difficult. Every move is judged. Every word is analyzed. Even silence becomes a statement. Others saw it as a reminder that the internet can build someone up and tear them down just as fast. A single live video, a short clip, Or a few screenshots can change how millions of people see you. As time went on, people started asking what would happen next. Would Claressa speak more openly and explain her side in detail? Would Remy return to music with a new message shaped by everything that happened? Would Papoose step back into the spotlight or choose to stay quiet for a while? Nobody knows the answers yet. All anyone knows is that the story is not over. Every new post, every photo, and every small move will be watched closely. People will keep comparing, questioning, and sharing their thoughts. What began as a simple question about where someone spent a holiday has turned into a much larger story about love, trust, and life in the public eye. It shows how quickly personal moments can become public conversations. In the end, this drama stays alive not just because of the famous names involved, but because it reflects real feelings and real mistakes. It shows how choices can follow you, especially when the world is watching. And that is why people keep talking, because behind the headlines and the comments, there are real people dealing with real emotions, trying to move forward while millions of strangers look on and form their own opinions about every step they take.